Yay!
Yay! I got some sake. Thank you, John.
Drunken Spiel.
Drunken Spiel.
We're eating banana bread, drinking the sake, and solving the world's problems.
I got an upgrade.
You got the upgrade. This is going to solve a number of the world's problems. It's just the fake world.
Got super missile. What do you think I'm going to do with that super missile?
I don't even know what it's... Okay, this power-up attack uses 5 missiles. But you know what? In this kind of world, I don't see how 5 missiles is better than 1.
Oh, you'll see. I do not take it easy with the super missile here.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just like, I have 50 missiles. I can totally use this like 5 times.
I can see how people were really excited about this game when it came out. At the same time, I am so not excited about this game.
Well, you know, this is why, like, the game grew on me.
Okay.
I'm really interested to see where it goes. Now, the game's sense of where you're supposed to go, I still have a lot of problems with.
Right.
Because you have to search for these upgrades. It's so annoying to me.
Yep.
Like, if they were in easier places, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But they are so cryptically hidden sometimes that it's super annoying. Yep. And you need these upgrades to survive. So it's a major... To me, that's the major hindrance of the game.
You gotta get the upgrades.
You gotta get all these hidden, weird upgrades.
Oh, look, it's Halo. You're playing Halo.
Yeah, it's pretty much the Halo enemies. So Halo ripped Metroid off big time.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think we all recognize that Halo was not exactly the most creative game ever made.
Oh, yeah. No, Halo's... And even now, Halo is strictly just to play online.
That's all it ever was, you know? It's just, like, apparently it had really fun multiplayer. And when it came out, I was like... It took me, like 2 or 3 years to actually play multiplayer.
So get a load of this.
And I was like, I guess it's kind of fun, but really not.
So get a load of this. When I first got my original Xbox, it was just a couple years ago.
Okay.
And I got Halo and Halo 2 with it. They were fucking $4.
Okay.
Yeah. I even got the steel case limited edition Halo 2 model. That was $6.
And people were so big on the single player campaigns. The single player campaign of Halo is fucking shit.
Well, so I was like, oh, okay. The first one has co-op story mode, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a cool feature. However, the first hour of the game, we're just in this ship killing enemies, and at the end of the hour, I just look at my buddy Will, and I'm just like, dude, I am bored.
Yeah, it's a boring fucking game. Can we agree that Halo is a boring fucking franchise?
It really is. And here's the other thing. Gears of War isn't any better. It was really cool when it first came out because it was a new idea. It had these crazy alien enemies, but it's literally... People complain about Nintendo games rehashing the same thing. At least when it comes to Mario games, each Mario game is different from the last.
Yeah, totally.
One game you're jumping on guys. Another game you have a water tank.
Yeah.
Another one.
Yeah, they find new mechanics.
Yeah,
all the
they
time.
find new mechanics.
It's just the characters that say it. It's just the narrative that stays the same.
Even
the mechanics change with every game.
Even Donkey Kong has changed.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they actually keep it fresh and exciting, right? And that's why it succeeds after all these years.
Each Zelda game is different.
Yeah, brand new mechanics. Every single Zelda game.
So, but you play Gears of War 2, 3, 4. What are they on 5 now? I guess.
Oh fuck! I don't know.
It's all the same.
I've literally never played a Gears of War game. I don't ever want to play a Gears of War game. I know a guy who worked on Gears of War.
I played the first one and I was like, yeah, these boss battles are cool, but the endless hordes of enemy that come at you gets really fucking repetitive.
Yep.
And luckily, Metroid Prime here doesn't do that.
It's just those brainless shooters, right? Brainless fucking shooters.
Well, you know, you look at Metroid Prime, you're like, okay, this is a first-person shooter, sci-fi kind of adventure. It's got that adventure aspect to it.
Yep.
Because there's actually a story involved. You know, you're upgrading weapons. You're getting stronger yourself as you progress through the game.
Yeah, so it's actually...
Here's a big scene for you.
It's actually progressive in a sense. They've got new ideas about how video games should work.
Look at that thing.
It's a fucking, like... I don't even know what that is. It's an alien, like, baby thing. It's a dippy thing.
It's a Man-O-War jellyfish that's
It's
been
a
mutated.
Man-O-War jellyfish. What the fuck have I been thinking? It's a Man-O-War jellyfish. Okay, now you're scanning it and you're getting all these pictures of this Man-O-War jellyfish.
Metroid.
Look at this. It's a Man-O-War jellyfish.
It's a Metroid.
It's a Metroid.
Which is Latin for Man-O-War jellyfish.
It's a Man-O-War jellyfish Metroid. Latin.
Oh no, it escaped just because now.
Yeah, so shoot it because that's what you do. If it looks like it's another thing, you shoot it.
So I remember,
and you got some.
I remember
Good job.
I remember a friend playing the original Metroid, and they were hard as shit to kill. But in this game, they're not.
The Man-O-War jellyfishes?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good that they kept around the lovable bits. I mean, you can fault Nintendo for whatever you want. They keep around the lovable bits.
Oh yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't like the Wii U. They said there's not enough games. I mean, I can pull up. You know what? I will.
You're gonna pull out.
I'm gonna.
This is the joy of like recording after you played the game.
So, people say Wii U doesn't have a lot of games, right?
And you're gonna flip through how many games you bought for it.
Like, this is. I mean, and these are all pretty much exclusive titles.
You count. You got 10.
So, Smash Brothers, Mario Maker, Xenoblade Chronicles X. I have Shovel Knight for the Wii U. Pikmin 3, Yoshi's Woolly's World, Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, Zelda Wind Waker HD, which is fantastic, Donkey Kong. Then I have my party games.
Did you ever play Wind Waker?
Oh yeah, I beat the hell out of that game. It's amazing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Mario Kart 8, Sonic, the Sonic racing game, which is essentially Mario but Sonic. Mario World, Captain Toad, Bayonetta 2, Splatoon, Resident Evil Revelations. I mean,
it's like the world is
plenty
yours.
of games.
Yeah, that's enough entertainment for like an entire week.
Well, Zelda Wind Waker will keep you busy for a week. But those are all the games I have. Those are pretty much all the games I have for the Wii U, and I can't really get those on any other systems.
That's right.
So there are plenty of games for the system. I don't understand.
Yep. That was like 10 games.
Well, I think. Oh, I had this conversation with Red last night. Unfortunately, it wasn't recorded because he was smoking. We were just talking outside because he asked me the question why I shit on Xbox so much.
Yeah, because it's just fucking the shooter bullshit.
So, and I said, there's
nothing progressive about it.
And he goes, well, give me one good reason besides, well, what if it's got 10 different shooters and they're all good? I go, that would be good, one thing, but Xbox doesn't do that. It took me a long time to come up with a decent amount of titles to consider even buying an original Xbox.
Yeah.
Right? So then he goes, well, what do you think the worst system is of all time? And I go, probably the Xbox 360. Like,
really?
For mainstream, anyways.
Yeah, like
of course they're a big fail.
You mean the successful, the worst of the successful ones.
Right. Yeah.
As opposed to the Atari Jaguar.
Exactly. The Atari Jaguar was a piece of shit.
Wasn't that bad? Just didn't have good games. That's how they survive, right?
Yeah, I mean that's
what makes them survive and not, right?
The games is what makes the system survive.
Yeah.
So I go, and I go, this is what it comes down to. If I type in Google, top 10 exclusive titles for X system.
Yeah.
And you haven't heard of more than half of them, something's wrong.
Yep.
Or if they're all the same titles. So I go, okay, let's take the 360. I go, top 10 Xbox 360 exclusive titles. Now, you can even include games that also came out on the PC, right? Because PC it's got its own thing going on, you could say. So we're talking console games.
Yep. PC's got its own thing going on.
So, in fact, I'll pull this list up.
You're having a lot of trouble doing this double jump thing.
I know, I'm not good at it.
No, you're not. You got to make one at the top. I can't even tell what you're doing. You're trying to make two at the top. You got to make it. There you go. Okay, you almost got it.
It's hard, man. So
there you go. You got it.
The hard part is just timing that. Yeah, I'm like, fuck. Can I just jump up here? And I can.
And you can't. You just fucked it up. And now we're gonna have to watch all this stuff as you like scan shit and shit. Well, look, we can scan this thing. Well, look, you can scan this other thing over here, but you didn't scan any of it.
So I'm just gonna pick GiantBomb.com.
What about Giant Bomb?
10 Xbox 360 exclusives worth owning. So this is basically a top 10, no particular order. Oh, this was a forum. Never mind.
Well, you have to be a ball to do this thing.
How about this?
Oh, you have to be really careful, or you're gonna fall off, and that's fun in the Nintendo world.
Come on, iPad, work with me here.
It's like Marble Mania, but you get to watch it on your TV.
Yeah, but I nailed it. First
You
try.
nailed it, first try. But it took you like 18 tries to get to your first try.
Well, once I got up there, it was fine.
Once you got up there, it was fine. And then you got a missile expansion, so now you got like 8,000 missiles
I got a lot now.
that you don't even use.
Yeah. So as this fucking thing loads, which is kind of a pain right now. I don't know why it's taking so long.
It's taking so long because I don't want to give you a reason.
It's taking for... Okay, here we go. So, number 10, Forza Motorsport 3.
I love that game.
It's a driving game.
Never heard of it.
You can get a good driving game on any system. I don't know. I'm like, okay, benefit of the doubt.
Never heard of it.
That's number 10. Number 9, Dance Central.
Never heard of it.
No. Number 8, Shadow Complex.
Never heard of it.
So, Shadow Complex is Metroid rebuilt with an anonymous white dude accidentally storming an advanced idea mechanics secret lair.
Sounds like shit. Move on.
Yeah. Number 7, Geometry Wars. I've heard of that. That's probably that's a very good game. Now, if it actually had more if the Xbox 360 was
Never
any
heard
good,
of it. Move on.
It shouldn't be in the top 10. Number 6, Alan Wake.
Never heard of it. Move on.
Me neither. Number 5, Gears of War 2.
Sounds like shit.
Yeah. Number 4, Crackdown.
Never heard of it.
Me neither. Number 3, Halo 3.
Heard of it.
Number 2, Fable 2.
Holy shit, that's a shit game.
Which nobody liked.
That was a shit game.
Number 1, Left 4 Dead.
Left 4 Dead is a free game on PC.
You see my point?
Isn't it free? I thought it was free on PC. Maybe you have to pay for it, but like maybe like $10 or something like that.
Yeah, and those are your exclusive titles.
That's not exclusive. You can get it on PC.
Well,
It's supposed to be
I'm
made for
saying,
PC.
I'm saying, you know, including PC included, for the sake of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are
So,
like the best games you can
Those
get
were
for
the
Xbox.
those are the best games on Xbox 360 that you can't get on any other console.
Sounds like shit.
Yeah.
And is it the Xbox One is after the Xbox 360?
Yes.
So how do you go from 360 to 1?
Hey, that's a different argument altogether.
See, I thought the Xbox was pretty fucking stupid when it came out. I understand it was successful. When it came out, I was like, are you fucking joking? Microsoft is getting into the video game console market.
Hey.
We got enough video game consoles as it is.
Well, yeah. At the time when it first came out, sure, because there was Sega, there was Sony, there was Nintendo,
And like Sony
and now there
and then
there was Microsoft.
Yeah, and then Microsoft gets in there like, we got to get a piece of that fucking pie. And I was like, you guys are fucking stupid. But then they got a piece of the pie. But then it also turned out they were fucking stupid. So it turns out we were both right.
Yeah, I honestly don't see Xbox continuing after the Xbox One.
Well, it'll always continue, right? It'll always be around because they'll always find ways to make it work. Because they got enough of a market
It's
share.
not like they're losing money.
Yeah, they're not
doing it.
losing money, right?
Yeah.
They got enough of an audience to keep it going for a long time.
But Sony is doing so well.
Sony is amazing. Nintendo is failing.
It's not doing too hot, which is but it's got I've read that they have so much money in reserve
Yeah, I totally believe it.
that they can continue on for another like 30 years or something.
You want to know something crazy? I got the annual general report of like the school that I'm going to be working for, and this is a school of like 80 people, right?
Yeah.
And they got reserves of over $1 million.
Oh my god.
Like, isn't that kind of crazy for a school of 80 people? Like, you know, they got less than 20 people on staff, and they've built up a reserve of over $1 million in the poorest country in the world.
That's crazy.
Isn't that kind of crazy?
That seems like my high school football coach's salary.
I've got much respect for our previous director. She was there for 5 years. It sounds like everything she did was fucking golden. It sounds like she just ran the place like, you know, like nobody could run it. It sounds like she did a great job.
She's not there anymore, unfortunately.
Well, she's leaving because, I mean, how many years can you run the same school for? So she ran for 5 years.
Okay.
She did a fantastic job, it looked like. And it looks like she just, built the coffers, fucking. And everybody loves her. I mean, it's one thing if you build the coffers and everybody hates you, but it sounds like she built the coffers and everybody loves her. Which is like
so I'm unlocking all these.
of.
I'm unlocking all these like security things to get this upgrade.
Like, good for her.
No, that's really cool. I mean, there's fucking schools in South Carolina closing down because the states cut their funds so much and the lottery didn't make enough money.
The lottery didn't make.
Oh
enough.
yeah,
depending on the lottery in order to fund our education system. Yeah, that makes sense.
Tell me about it, right?
Yeah, depending on the lottery to decide if we can care about our kids or not.
Yeah, figure that out. And I'm not just making that up. That is
I believe it.
Yeah,
I
that is a real
wholeheartedly
thing.
believe it.
There are commercials that go, South Carolina State Lottery supports, so many such and such school districts and whatnot. Like, so much of their proceedings goes to the school district funds.
Can we just agree that
then states will actually cut their funds so they can put it somewhere else, probably their own pockets. That's just me hating.
Yeah.
And, so then they're like, oh, well, the lottery can be its funding.
Yeah.
It's like, no, that's for extra funding. That's so they can, I don't know, remove the fucking black mold in the walls, like my junior high I went to growing up.
Yeah, I mean, like...
Because Texas State Lottery supports school funding, too.
Yeah, I know we're getting to the end of the video here, but let me just say that, like, the South has been shit since slavery ended. Not that that's a defense of slavery, but they depended on slavery for their economy, and the second that slavery ended, their economy fell apart, and the South has never been the same.
Texas is fine.
Texas is an anomaly because they were they were basically their own state. They were basically their own country.
They were
right?
independent. Yeah,
they're basically their own country.
This is it.
But the South has never been the same since slavery ended. Not that I think that slavery should not have ended or anything, but like the South has just been shit since it ended.
So we'll leave it at that. Got the thermal visor. Next time.
Yay, thermal visor!